My name is Sanmay Afre. So I'm working as a product marketing manager with Softing for more than 2 years, and my expertise lies in process automation products for process industries. So one of the topics, plant asset management applications or maybe migration projects where Softing products are relevant. I have expertise in those. To talk about Softing first, just to give you an overview, what is Softing Industrial Automation? Softing Industrial Automation belongs to the main company or the parent company, Softing AG. Softing AG is the parent company under which we have three business units: automotive, responsible for solutions for ECU diagnostic measurement technology and related communication. Then we have the IT networks, where we have measuring devices to test, qualify, or certify copper or fiber optic wirings of IT network systems. And then Softing Industrial Automation, wherein we are working, and the webinar we are doing today, we have software and hardware products for integrated industrial production. So what we do, we enable digital data exchange between the shop floor and the IT applications like cloud, IIoT, and more. We can unlock the data from your HART devices, that is the topic for today, and also from your PLCs, and provide this to IT application. So under Softing Industrial, we have three market segments: automation networks, where we have experience of more than 40 years, and we enable plant asset management application, Profinet, Ethernet migration projects. If you want to modernize your plant, let's say today we are talking about oil and gas industries, right? So if you want to modernize your plant with new PLCs, then we have got you covered with Softing gateways or products that can help you with that. Then we have the industrial IoT, wherein we have experience with edge connectivity, and we can exchange the data from PLCs and provide it to cloud, OPC UA clients, or any kind of databases, SQL servers. And there also we have gained a lot of expertise, and we have good knowledge, and we could help you with the right products. And technology integration products, herein we have stacks, FPGA solutions, and SDKs that would integrate in your field devices, and then you can modernize according to the current technologies. We are located in Munich, in Germany, revenue of 115 million euros in 2023, more than 400 employees, and we have our local presence in Germany, USA, Italy, France, Austria, India, China. And wherever we are not present locally, we have our distribution network in more than 100 countries. We have got you covered everywhere around the world. So before now, I would like to hand over to Paolo, who will take you through the modern architectures, how they look in an oil and gas industries, what are the control architectures, and then the pain points they had, followed by explanation about the Softing solution. And then I will take back from him, explain in detail about the features of the Softing solution that will help you access the data from hard devices. And in the end, I will provide you a live demo, followed by a short success story from Sensia, that is from Paolo. Over to you, Paolo, now.
Thank you, Sanmay. Good afternoon, gents. I'm Paolo Gaiti. I'm working in Sensia since almost a year. I'm the sales manager of Italy and Israel, and I'm playing mainly in the oil and gas business. I spent my career in different companies covering different roles. I started a lot of years ago in the operation. Then I spent 15 years in engineering, and now more than 10 years in sales, covering different roles. So my company, Sensia, has been founded in 2019. It is a joint venture from Rockwell Automation and Schlumberger. Rockwell has 53% of the share, as Schlumberger has 47%. In Sensia converge the expertise of Rockwell Automation in process automation and safety system, and part of the business of Schlumberger related to measurement and digital. Sensia portfolio is composed by 4 business units. process automation, measurement, digital, and leaf control. On today's webinar, we will talk about process automation. In deep, how to bring process automation data into a digital platform. As I told you before, Sensia is a joint venture, Rockwell has the main share of this, and we integrate as in Sensia the Rockwell product and safety system, mainly for oil and gas customers. Our control system is named Plant PIX, and it is a modern DCS. Most of you maybe know our DCS is perfectly fits the conversation of today, because we satisfy the 4 customer needs. The 4 customer needs were related about plant-wide control platform. So in a typical oil and gas plant, we can cover the electrical part, the process automation part, batch area, cyber safety area, so we can cover all the system. It is scalable, so the operator has the same experience from a small package to a complex system with thousands of I/O. It is secure because it is in line with the latest rule of safety, for including the cyber security safety part. It is flexible because we can have support on our system everywhere in the world, using a different team that cover all the world area. So in a typical architecture of oil and gas, as Rockwell Automation, we cover all the levels, starting from the level 1 to level 5. And Plant PIX has the capability to acquire a different type of I/O, starting from the bottom, using different layer and protocol. The aim of the webinar of today is make you understanding the way to take the data, our data in this case, to the field and bring to AMS. AMS is the asset management system of Emerson. That is the focus of our discussion of today. What Sensia was looking for. Sensia was looking for about a right solution in terms of reliability, to bring a big amount of smart HART-IO data and bring the data to Emerson AMS. AMS is a suite of software and hardware designed to improve the reliability and performance of the industrial assets. HART multiplexer was our first choice, because we were used to use this kind of approach to send the data to AMS. But when we approach softing, we change a little bit the status of our mindset, and because there were also some let's say constraint from customer. The first constraint was related to the space in the panel and the engineering hour, okay, and also to the cross wiring needed with using HART multiplexer. So we approach softing and we share a little bit the thoughts, and so we change more or less the way to send the data to AMS. So through this, let's say, schematic, not architecture, we were able to save space, we were able to save engineering. Also, the wiring time was less, and we had more flexibility to add, remove, and modify instruments, art instruments from the site. And so the schematic adopted was, let's say, was the right solution to solve all our instruments. Now my colleague Selmai will explain you in detail their connectivity device and software. Selmai, to you.
So thank you, Paolo. So Paolo just explained about the modern architectures, DCS systems you can see in the oil and gas industries, and he did talk about plant asset management applications. So what exactly is a plant asset management application? Is it you can monitor the health of your field devices that are your hard devices or Profibus DP, Profinet or Profibus PA devices. You can calibrate them, you can configure them, and you can parameterize them. So before I jump on to the solution about smartlink, which Paolo just explained to you, I would like to just explain shortly about what does Softing do in process automation. So we offer gateways, communication software, and mobile interfaces to access the field device data from applications, device parameterization, asset management, asset monitoring, process optimization, and IIoT. So if you have your hard devices in the field and then those are connected to remote IOs that are Ethernet based or maybe Profinet or Profibus DP, and then on the top you have your asset management application like AMS Device Manager from Emerson, then it is tough without a gateway to access the data from the field, right? Because if it's not from the same vendor, then it's a problem to do the interoperability. So for these kind of solutions, we have SmartLink product family, which I will explain in a bit. Then we also offer gateways and switches to connect fields devices to Ethernet based control system. So if you're looking for migration projects, we know that usually the technology takes a lot of time to change in process industries, let's say oil and gas, chemical, pharmaceutical industries. But then if you want to keep your devices same that are in the field, but you want to modernize with your PLC system, then we have the gateways that would help you to migrate from your legacy systems to modern controllers. And now I will just show you here. You can see SmartLink software heart, about which Paolo just explained. It is relevant for plant asset management application. Then we have the SmartLink Profinet version and the SmartLink HWDP. So depending on your use case, we have hardware as well as software version of the SmartLink that will cover the plant asset management application for you. Then we have, as I said, for modernization projects, gateways that could translate the protocol from your field to the required controllers and remote IOs. So we have Ethernet based gateways or Modbus based gateways or Profinet based gateways. So if you're looking to migrate from, let's say, Profibus DP to Profinet, then we have all the gateways for you. Then I would say the most trending topic in most of the industries where everyone is talking about APL. So APL basically provides you Ethernet into the field and all your operations are fast, seamless and easy with Ethernet APL. Till now we had the 4 to 20 milliampere, but now slowly the industries are planning to migrate towards APL. So we have the APL switch field in the process automation as well. This product is really good and well tested, which is available on our website. But I think there's a dedicated webinar for this in coming in few months. Then Mobilink device, a mobile interface to access again the field device data. So this could be used by field communicators as well as some application engineers so that they can parameterize, configure the field devices. So these you can actually configure your Profibus PA, Foundation Field Bus, and hard devices through this. But as said, the topic for today is the SmartLink software heart. So as you can see here, you have the field devices, you have the controller, you have the remote IO, and then the plant asset management application. So just consider that these field devices here are basically is your vehicle that you're driving on a highway, but then the plant asset management application is the one who drives it, so a driver, but the main thing is the fuel. Without fuel, this won't process. So the fuel here is the data, and that could be communicated via SmartLink because SmartLink can provide you the access to all the hard devices. Then here are some of the features. As you can see here below are the sensors, actuators, transmitters. So it could be temperature sensors, pressure sensors, balls, actuators, which are HART devices, and then these are basically connected to different remote IOs or controllers, and then smartLink software HART can access the data from these field devices and provide it not bound via HART-IP to plant asset management applications like AMS device manager. So there are two ways to do this. Independent of the controller, we can send the data. So what I mean by this is smartLink software HART can access the data directly from the remote IOs without depending on the controller, and then send it northbound to AMS device manager. Then we support all the open protocols, as I said, Profinet, Profibus DP, Ethernet IP, anything you have got, we can actually support all of them, and we also support devices from different vendors. And what will it do ultimately is it will enable you to do full parameterization, configuration, and monitoring functionality is added in your list as well. So then also, I would like to add another point here is that all these operations are done without interfering with your plant. So existing plants or in greenfield applications. So brownfield, greenfield, both ways, SmartLink can help you without interfering with your existing operations, and the data is sent usually through a second channel. Then this is, I would say, how the architecture generally looks. Bottom here you can see the field devices. So as I said, different kind of hard devices, temperature sensor, pressure sensors, and then these are connected by a wire to a remote IO. Then smartlink software HART accesses the data from the HART IO modules and send it to AMS device manager via HART-IP or FDT, OPC-UA, MQTT, any kind of open protocol here. And then you can also connect to FDT, network monitoring applications, or you can also send the data to cloud. Similarly, for Profinet and Profibus DP, we have gateways. According to use case, we can access the data from the field and provide it not bound to any kind of application. Then these are the different PLCs or remote IOs that are from different vendors. First one, Rockwell Allen Bradley, then the Siemens ET200, R-Stahl, Pepper and Fuchs, Stork, ABB. All these vendors, devices could be from all these vendors, and we can easily access the data from them and send it to the application. So in the upcoming slides, I will talk about the solution architecture, where you will have a great idea about the connections, how the hard devices are connected to AMS device manager. And as we are talking about Allen Bradley today, we support wide range of control logics and compact logics. As you can see here, different series of them, remote IOs, PLCs, according to your needs, and we have everything covered for you here. Then, as I was talking about the solution architecture, this is how it looks. So you have two ways here. One way is that your hard devices are connected to Allen Bradley, and then smartlink software HART can directly access the data from this remote IOs and send it via HART-IP to AMS device manager. Or the second way is that some of the hard devices are directly connected to Allen Bradley, and then we can access the data from via SmartLink. So SmartLink is a software solution that we are talking about today. It's a Docker container application, and then SmartLink software HART can access the data via the different hard devices. Also, as it is a software, I would like to add another comment here that this specific product is installed in your control room wherever you have the AMS running, or on a different PC. So you don't need any extra cabling. It's just one cable from your remote IO or your PLC that is connected to the PC, and then we can access the data from these devices here and send it to AMS device manager. Then these are some of the benefits I would like to share about the device before I jump on to the live demo. So as I said in my earlier slides, so we support devices from all the vendors. So as you can see, the first point, we support third-party remote IOs. So if you go in a plant like an oil and gas industry, it's totally big, right? There are more than 100,000 devices, and you don't expect the field devices and the remote and PLC from the same vendor. It's always a mix and match. So definitely smartlink can access the data from all the third-party remote IOs and send it to AMS device manager. Then, as Paolo said in his slides, that they were facing cabling issues and spacing issues. So the hardware multiplexer was causing a problem there. So SmartLink software HART made it easy for them, because just one wire, that too directly in your control room, and you have all the data being unlocked from your HART devices and provided northbound to AMS device manager. So no additional cost for any hardware. Then, as I said, we support all the open protocols, HART-IP, OPC-UA, FDI-COM server, and more. And then we have a really flexible and simple license model. So according to number of your HART devices, the cost gets more and more better for you. And as I said, for plant asset management, for such kind of applications in oil and gas industries, you have more than hundred thousands of devices. So definitely our SmartLink is capable of handling small scale as well as the large scale projects for the industry. Then I would also like to say that you can actually go to our website, and I will take you there now. So if I just go on to Softing page under products, Docker container, if I scroll down, you will see SmartLink software HART here. Here, if you scroll more down, you will see here the supported remote IOs and PLCs. And then if you scroll down more, you will find the right Docker image. That is the latest one, which I would recommend you to use. And then how to install this Docker image, how to run it on your PC. We have a really good user guide that will help you step by step to install the SmartLink software HART on your PC. And all the information is available here, and we recommend you to use the latest version to have a seamless experience. Now, let's jump on to the live demo. So the first step is to basically install the SmartLink software HART Docker image on your PC. You can do it via Hyper-V or VMware. All the instruction about how to install the Docker image is provided in the user guide. So based on that, you can install it. Today I will show you with Hyper-V how to enable the SmartLink software HART, and how the connectivity looks and how you can unlock the data from HART devices, and then how it looks in the AMS device manager. So as you can see here on my screen, I have the Linux Docker image installed. I will just connect to it. Then you will see this window on your screen, which shows the IP address. And then first step it would ask you is to log in. So the login credentials are provided in the user guide. So it is root, and then after that, if you enter the password, the next step is that you will see the IP address on the top to connect to the SmartLink software HART on a web interface. So the IP address is 172.22.179.197. Okay, let's jump onto the web interface now. If I open the web interface, the first step I need to do is I need to enter the IP address to join the SmartLink. So it is 172.22.179.197, and then I just need to enter the username and password, which is provided in the uh, user guide. So as it is a Docker image, we are running on Hyper-V on a virtual machine, and then this will enable the SmartLink software HART interface. Then the first step you see here is the software version. So for me, it is 141. Then the system ID, host ID. Here on the left side, you can find information about the license. And yeah, next step is to connect to the remote IOs, right? To configure them and get them here and on the SmartLink software HART web interface. So I will jump on to the HART trios. On the left side, you can see all the supported remote IOs: Schneider Electric, Allen Bradley, R-Stahl, Siemens, Turk. So the next step here, as it is a Rockwell Allen Bradley module, I will just click on Allen Bradley. Next step here you see is the Allen Bradley, and next to it add. So once I click on add, you will see something like this where I have to name the PLC or remote IO. So in my case, it is Allen Bradley Flex 5094, and then the IP address of the PLC or remote IO. So it's 192.168.10101. Then here below, you need to enter the HART modules. So A1, and in which slot you have inserted the HART IO card. So for me, it is slot 1. Then last step, click on apply. Once I have done this, we will jump onto the diagnosis window. Here you will see settings, log file, and live list. So under live list, we can see the Allen Bradley being connected with one HART device and also a Siemens ET200 with one HART devices. And if I expand this, I can see that it's an 8 IO channel remote IO with HART device connected with one license, and the status is okay. And further expanding, you can see here information that it is inserted in third channel. The name of the vendor is PR Electronics. The name of the device is Longtac PR Electronics. This is a HART device. The device revision, and as you can see, the status okay. Similarly, for Siemens CT200, 4 IO channels, one license for HART device, because I just have one device connected right now. It's from Krona, the device type, and the status is okay. But in case, so right now I just have one device connected. As you might be having many devices connected, you can just click on start scan once you connect your devices, and all those devices would appear here. Other than that, I think there is always a 15-minute scan interval, so it automatically scans for new devices and then you will see it here. But in case you have problems with the devices and if the status shows some errors, then you can go to settings, click on log file priority as debug, then click on apply, and under log file, if you go, you will see the information about the data here. I can just filter out the things, and then basically I will see the only required information I want. And the errors you have, you will see it here. Then you can click on support data. So softing colleague or support colleague will get in contact with you. You can tell him the version of your smartlink software heart, and you can just send a zip file to him and he will solve the problem for you. So it's very seamless and everything is covered for you. And the last step before I jump on to AMS Device Manager is to configure the HART-IP. So under HART-IP, I have given the long tag as smartlink software heart. This is what I want to see in the AMS Device Manager. Now I think we are set with smartlink software heart. But before jumping to AMS Device Manager, we need to do the network configuration. This is to bring the smartlink software heart and the AMS Device Manager on the same server. So once I open the network configurator, I need to click on add, and it's a HART-IP network for us. So I click on HART-IP network because, as I told you, the northbound communication is via HART-IP. Then I will click on install and the gateway is installed for you. In my case, I have it already ready here, and here you will be asked for the IP address. So the IP address that you have to enter for the HART-IP gateway is the same one, 172.22.179.197. This is to bring both smartlink software heart and AMS on the same server. Now, as everything is covered for us, let's jump on to AMS Device Manager. Once I open AMS Device Manager, on the left side you will see a physical networks. If I expand it further, you can see the name of the PC. So in my case, it's Mesa 1. Further expanding it, you can see the gateway, the long tag which I already gave in uh, SmartLink web interface. So if I right click on it, rebuild the hierarchy, it will show the SmartLink software heart is being recognized in the AMS Device Manager. On expanding it further, you will see all the devices that are connected. So Siemens ET200, Allen Bradley, and test. And then on clicking on, let's say for example on Siemens ET200, you can see the HART card. If I double click on it, it will show the long tag Chrono device that is connected, that this is the HART device that is connected to Siemens ET200. And further opening it, I have already kept it open because 4 to 20 milliampere, so it takes time to load. So here you can see that it's, as the Chrono device, the HART device is a temperature sensor. You can see that in one of my room, the temperature is 35 degrees Celsius and the device temperature is 42. Data quality is good. So the data from HART device is communicated first to remote IO, then smartLink software HART accesses this data via Ethernet and sends it via HART-IP to AMS device manager. So here you can, on the left side, you can do parameterization, configuration of this HART device. So everything is seamless and works well. Now over to you, Paolo, for the case study discussion.
So thank you, Sanmai. Now we'd like to, let's say, analyze a case study. So the case study that start the partnership of Sensia with Softlink. As I told you again, it was one of the huge projects that we award. It is an offshore project, an FPSO. So we got the order for complete ICSS systems. And it was very huge, 15K hardware IOs, 30K software IOs, 12,000 art instruments, so including also the packages part. And we have supplied more than 120 system cabinets. And again, we have underlined several times that in this kind of project, it is, let's say, it is a milestone to save the space. So with the partnership with Softlink, we were able to save several space in our cabinet and also several weight. AMS was in our scope of supply, so included in the main order that we get. And connected to the AMS, there was several servers, and we deployed the Hyper-V images of Softlink software. So here the architecture of the system. You can see that it was so pretty complicated, but at the end, the most critical part was related to the high number of art instruments. We decided together with Softlink to deploy several Softlink Dockers to split the load. And this choice permitted us to obtain good performance in terms of flexibility and also reliability of the system. We deployed the software in 7 different servers. So for me is my part of the presentation is finished. I will send you the words for the last slide, and thank you for all the participants.
I would like to thank you all. Thank you for your patience and joining us today. Here is some more information. So if you go to our webinar page, you will be updated about the new upcoming webinars, as well as you can find some old webinars which are really relevant for you. Then we have the digital plant asset management solution page, which will help you to understand the overall solution scenario, and then the Softlink products that are relevant for such kind of applications. And thank you very much again. Over to you, Ramin, for the questions now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So thank you, Paolo. Thank you, Sanmai, for everything so far. Quite insightful. One question I have here is how many remote IOs can you connect via a single smartLink SWHT interface? This would go out to you, Sanmai.
So yeah, if you're talking about remote IOs, you can connect up to 255 remote IOs through one instance, and also maybe you can connect 253 HART-IO modules via smartLink to plant asset management application.
Great, and then let me see. Somebody is asking, will you be sending out this recording and presentation? Yes, we will. Give us a day or so, and then we will provide the presentation as well as the recording. Another question is, what is the percentage of panel space reduction using a softening gateway instead of hardware multiplexer? So I would say that goes out to Paolo.
So yeah, the estimation that we did was about 25 to 30% of the space. Okay, more or less.
Okay.
So it depends by the engineering and the occupation that you decide to have on the panel, but in general, 20 to 30% is the right number.
Okay, thank you, Paolo, for the answer. I'm checking if any further questions come up once you look through the presentation or through the recording. Sanmai, Paolo, myself, we're all available. Would look forward to your questions to make sure nothing is left unanswered. Other than that, I'm going to leave it to this. Say thank you to Paolo. Thank you very much that you joined us today. And also thank you, Sanmai, for your insights. And thank you for everybody who joined today's webinar, and have a good rest of the week.